Might help if I had the microphone on. Good evening, everyone. Frank KG6NLW here, coming to you live from NorCal SwapNet. This is hosted every Thursday on the N6ICW Repeater System in the Northern California area. For more information, you can visit n6icw.org. I'll be dropping a link in the chat shortly here for that. If you wish to join, it is a directed net, and you can do so by saying the suffix of your call sign phonetically. Armand, net control, will go over all this for about the first 10 minutes of the net. And I'll be here from now until about 0400 UTC or 2100 Pacific time. My microphone will be muted, but I'll be in the chat, so feel free to ask any questions, and I can answer them there. So, looks like Armand might have things started, so let me bring that audio up.
Here's on and ready to do edition number 13 of the Northern California Swap. And I know that N6ICW has its bunny ears up with all the receivers voting. And from high atop Mount Vaca on 147.195 with a plus offset. Also 146.94 in Chico with a minus offset, and 145.15 in that tumultuous weather area in the Sierras, the Reno Tahoe area, with a minus offset, and all accessible with a PL of 123 hertz. As always, we're here to buy, sell, trade, give away, exchange, and beg, borrow, steal amateur and amateur-related equipment. We're not going to steal anything, though. Well, it depends on how good the deals are. Sometimes the deal is a steal, and you never know. So keep your bunny ears up, and look for those hidden Easter eggs, not only in software, but out in the yard and wherever you may find them. And we welcome one and all to join the net. And if you have a listing, we like that even better. And make a list, the longest list you can assemble of items that you like to buy, sell, trade, give away, etc. And present it here on the net. It sometimes beats loading the car, taking it someplace, unloading it, putting it on the table, putting it back in the car, and bringing it all the way home again, putting it back where it belongs, or just leaving it in your car. So that's what we're here to do. It's easy to join the net. All you need to do is give us your call sign suffix when the net is open to listings. It is a directed net, so wait to be recognized. And once we know who you are from your suffix and turn it over to you, come back and give us this information in the following order. You can start out with your full call sign and use some phonetics. That way we don't mistake letters. Give us your first name and location, and then rattle off your list. As many items as you like, no limitation on this net. And if they're sale items or what have you, wherever applicable, just give us a brief description of the item so people know what you're talking about, not just the model number, because there's thousands of model numbers out there. And let us know how much you want for the item. If it's a sale item or if you're trading the item for something, let us know what you're trading for. And if you want the item, then description is appropriate as well. And if it's a sale item, let us know if you would like folks to come by, pick it up. Will you ship the item? Is it small enough or big enough? And let us know if you're willing maybe to drive someplace and meet somebody X number of miles away, etc. You lay out the parameters, and we'll relay them or write them down as we compile the list that will be read at the end of the net. And if you'd like to include shipping in your price, just say includes shipping or shipped, or something to that effect, and that will be noted. Then give us your contact information, that means email and or telephone number, whichever you prefer, or both, that's fine. And then end your transmission with your call sign as it began. And let's see, well, since it's the holiday week, or, well, not holiday, but kind of an important week, we'll start out with our thank yous. Thank you to our head Easter Bunny. I don't know if he'd like to be called an Easter Bunny, but he sure brings gifts to us all. Of course, our Chris N6ICW, who keeps the Easter basket near the repeater overflowing all the time with all kinds of surprises, and keeps the repeater going with all the various receivers sprinkled around Northern California to make sure you have great coverage. So thank you to Chris and all the little chicks who help him with that great task. And let's see, and so thank you for that. Also, during the net, you can say info followed by your call sign. You can ask me a question about some information you may have missed if you need to use that info parameter. If you missed a telephone number, call sign, model number, price, etc., or something like that, just say info followed by your call sign, and I will try to answer your question. You can say contact followed by your call sign. That'll allow you to do three things. One, you can call a station that just made a listing and ask a question about the equipment or something they're offering. Two, you can call a station and move them off frequency to chit-chat on another simplex or repeater channel. And three, you can call a station and pass a quick bit of traffic, like how many Easter baskets do I have to bring? And don't forget about that matzah for Passover, etc. Doesn't have to be net related, as you can tell. And again, if you have questions, anything about amateur radio, didn't know who, where, or what to ask, well, you got to know what to ask, but who or where, you can ask it here, and we'll see if we can find some answers for you. And sometimes that will stimulate a good discussion where some opinions are not necessary, but well, I'm looking for the word. Well, where opinions are relevant. There we go. And if you're out and about and you see something that needs the assistance of amateur radio, just say break or priority, followed by your call sign. We'll stop the net and find out what's going on and how we can all help, depending where we are and what we have access to. So we're here to help when needed. And so that's how it runs around here every Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 0300 Zulu, right here on N6ICW. This is, again, Armand, A-R-M-A-N-D is my name, WB2ZEI, Whiskey Bravo 2 Zebra Echo India, in the Arden Arcade area. Well, let's open the net and see who is going to be with us tonight.
November Lima Whiskey.
All right, how you doing there, Frank? And I hope you're collecting your Easter bunnies, KG6NLW. And how is the YouTube universe doing, Frank? Go ahead.
Good evening, Armand and Annette. Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey spring here in Cloverdale tonight. There are 8 fantastic people watching across the many social media platforms, including YouTube, where if you just look up my call sign, you can find me and live stream. So if you're listening in and you can't quite get in, but you still want to participate, come on over. We're more than happy to say hi to you in the chat. And oh, if Armand remembers, I have everything set up. So if you do not have a way into the repeater and you wish to make a listing, all the information is on my screen above my head here. And you can just drop it in the chat and I can relay it into Armand for you.
Yeah, what a great way to do it. That's great. We're in the 21st century, and we're all connected. And also, Echolink. We'll let the repeater drop if I can remember to do that. Sometimes I forget. And so, welcome to all of those out there in Cyberland. That'd be a great name for an amusement park, huh? Cyberland, right? And maybe the hackers that make the rides run backwards or upside down or something. I don't know. Anyway, what's new with you, Frank? And let us know who's out there listening on the platforms as the swap train pulls into the station with Frank as the conductor and Gary as the engineer, and I'm just a passenger.
Oh no, you're the dispatcher. You make everything run so smoothly. I think Uncle Chris, the main Easter Bunny himself, needs to look at Echolink because it is showing not connected. So that connection might need a little kick in the butt to get things back up and running. I'm not sure about IRLP though. It might be up and running. I haven't been able to check it. Uh, Out of the 9 people, the only person that's piped up in the chat to say hi to everyone is James, Kilo India 5, Oscar Echo Bravo.
All right, big hello to James. Yeah, what was his prefix? 5OEB, but I forgot his prefix already. My gosh.
Kilo India 5. And a Whiskey Uniform 1 Quebec just popped into chat too saying hi.
Yeah, hello to Mr. Mitch too as well. So we need to hear your voice, Mitch, and your great wisdom and punditry. I miss hearing you around. But maybe it's more convenient to do it that way. And good evening to James KI5OEB. Sorry about it's sometimes we miss a couple of beats here, but as long as it's just a couple, not a whole lot, because then we don't exist. Alrighty, and how are you doing, Frank? What's new by you?
I'm doing, keeping things going, keeping everything going. Uh, yeah, it's been lots of fun here, staying busy. I've been dropping a bunch of videos left and right here on my channel. Actually, this last Tuesday I dropped one. I'm hopefully dropping one on Saturday. And I just dropped a vlogging, that's Victor Log, vlogging video on my photography channel. Other than that, not much else going on. And with that, I'll let you see if you have anyone in the wings waiting to say hello or make a listing. With that, WB2ZEI, Kilo Golf 6, November, Lima Whiskey, Research and Development, and YouTuber. I'll be on the side and listening.
Yeah, those videos are coming down like raindrops. Okay, very good, Frank. You're one busy guy. Very good. Thank you for all your help and keeping the the video platforms alive too. And we're glad to have all those nice flowers out there, who's in the wings before we flap them and make them come alive, let them have a chance to come out themselves. Reminds me of that owl that people talk about in New York City and maybe even around the world. I hear Flacco, Flacco the owl, Flacco the owl in New York City, who's since deceased, unfortunately, but everybody loved Flacco. And turned out that he was, because he ate a lot of rodents and things, those little creatures, unfortunately, were laced with insecticides and things, and Flacco's guidance kind of went astray, and he ran into a building. So that was poor Flacco, who escaped from a, well, he didn't escape, he got let out from his cage in the Central Park Zoo because somebody vandalized his cage. So, but he survived almost a year and a half, I think, at least over a year, around the skyscrapers and the environs of Manhattan. So enough about the owls. So what owls are out there hooting and hollering? WB2ZEI with the NorCal Swap.
FGI.
Jack Daniels. Woo. Yeah, woo, that's right. All right, yeah, Gary, John, you blasted in my ear because I had the other side of the radio turned up, and you were right there, nice and loud. WA6FGI, go ahead, Gary.
Okay, just saying good evening to the net. Got a phone call. Guy said he'd come get the radio, and he did. We traded money for equipment, and he was happy. He was tickled pink to get that book. He said, you'll see his cost? And I said, yeah. I said, there's 200 pages of paper there, and I printed it myself. Had it bound. That's extra and above. I can't do that, but he was just thrilled to get everything. Handful of batteries, battery charger, everything. Went away pleased, and I was too. Anyway, the net did a good job for me. WA6FGI, and good evening, JD.
All right, great, very good. And I think from what I hear on the grapevine, I don't know if he's here tonight, but we can confirm it. KJ6WJ, he might have got that KT36XA sold as well. So we're doing good. Wow. Glad to do that, and that's what the net's here. That's what it's here to do. So I'm glad to know that it's doing its job, and all of you are putting the deals out, and we do have the audience to respond, whether they talk or not. That's okay, as long as they're out there listening. And we're all listening to you, John. KJ6JD, how you feeling, WB2ZEI?
Hell, I'm feeling blessed. Lucky. I'm still here, and I'm talking on the radio. The quaint old art of disseminating information by actually your voice on a microphone into somebody else's ear. What fun. How personal. Yeah, that's pretty much fun. KJ6JD, how you doing tonight, Armand?
Just like everything else, we're hanging in the trees like the owls. And that's you echo the sentiments that I hear from some of the talk show hosts. Theater of the mind and radio, the most personal medium where we can communicate one-on-one. We don't hide behind keyboards. Actually, I guess we hide behind microphones, but with Frank live streaming, we can look at his head. So there's no hiding there. So there you go, John. It's poisonal.
N6WJ.
Oh, okay. Hi, Bill. Here tell that KT36A. What's up with that?
Yeah, left this afternoon. All loaded up. A couple little tears in my eye seeing that go. Even though I could never use it here. Now my next adventure is trying to find somebody with a bucket truck. Kind of like one of those tree cutting guys use, so then I could assemble the hex beam and stick it up on top of that tower, and trying to find somebody who knows somebody or has something like that. Give me a call or something, and maybe I can put that thing together instead of selling it, get it up in the air, and see how it does. Of course, it takes me about 2 or 3 hours to pull all the wire through and put the arms on it. But once that's done, of course, it takes up the whole driveway. It'll probably take an hour or two to stick it up there and tighten down the set screws and hook the coax, and away it goes for a little bit. Anyway, that's my next adventure, KJ6WJ.
All right, I'm going to give it back to John too. Well, I think you have a good home looking over the wilderness up in Idaho. So I think that worked out well. Yep. So there you go, John. Another success story.
SwapNet rides again for many years. I should swap something tonight, but I didn't figure it out yet. So I'll just do a quick little announcement and get out of your way so you can talk to important people. Hello, Gary. Speaking of important people. But coming up, is the transition of month to month. And April 1st, Fool's Day is Monday, so we're going to play music. And April 5th is Friday, and that's, of course, it says here Ham Sam's in honor of dear old Sam's out there. I hear they had a pop-up event. Anyway, the 5th is our new ham luncheon out at Brookfield on Madison Avenue, just off of I-80 there. And invite everybody to come out. We're getting kind of thin. There's about 4 of us to a half dozen of us. And Gary and Scott and Mike, if you're listening, I'll kick your butt separate, but we'll try and get you out there. Not tomorrow, but the following Friday, the 5th of April. So, let's see. I think that's all I got for tonight. That, the cats are all healthy and send their love. KJ6JD. Best to everybody.
All right, John. Very good. Yeah. Well, who said you weren't important? Hey, the big 50,000 watt flamethrower per radio personality in his day, and he's now retired and talking on the ham radio. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of those guys in ham radio. All those radio guys. I ran across another radio guy this week. Although I didn't get his call sign, Ben Wan, the engineering supervisor at KXTV, and it turns out, it's really funny how, Sacramento's it's not a small town, but everybody in TV and broadcasting is so connected. We had an audio description issue, and got a hold of Ben and started talking, and yikes, he knows Mike Flood and Bob Hess and all the people. As a matter of fact, so we're all connected. It's kind of a little country club, I guess. That I'm parked in the parking lot. I'm just looking in, but it's fun to know that all these people know each other. And so that's the way it goes. So, you're great in your day, right, John? And, the kiddies can attest to that because you're a good fur daddy and take good care of them. So thank you for being there. And yes, until April 5th, the big lunch out at Brookfield's, 4343 Madison Avenue, and I heard on the news that Sam's did have a pop-up for St. Patrick's Day. They did that thing in the parking lot, and what I heard was that they're thinking of doing some either pop-ups or doing some things during the summertime out in that big old parking lot in front of all those stores that are left there, Goodwill and a couple of other stores near the out in front of the post office, which is way in the back on Watt Avenue. So we'll have to see what the summer brings. Maybe one of those Fridays will, everybody can meet outside and revel in what Sam's has to offer.
Yeah, that parking lot out there was striped by a maniac with a VW. That place ain't got width for regular cars out there. At least not regular cars like mine. Anyway, one way or the other, the parking lot ain't that big, but I'd love to see him successful and come back in some manner. Very, very good food and over many years, good times. KG6JD.
Yeah, we'll have to see what transpires. Food truck or Sam's Hot Row on Wheels. There you go. Alrighty, thank you, John. And Pets and Kitties and Harley and Pepper say Happy Easter. It's Harley's birthday. This April is Harley's birthday. She's our little 18-pound Easter bunny. Real soft and furry, just like Easter bunnies should be. Alrighty, thank you, John. And any other Easter bunnies and owls out there for the net?
Alpha India.
Oh, there's a Japanese Easter bunny. He's waiting with suitcase in hand. Go ahead, Al.
That pretty much describes it, actually, except it's not in hand, but it will be. The limo comes and picks us up. I say limo, I don't mean a stretch limo. The car service picks us up tomorrow at noon to take us into San Francisco. Hope the traffic isn't too bad on Good Friday. But let's see. And we're staying at the Grand Hyatt at the airport, which is supposed to be a nice hotel. I don't know, it's right on the train. It's on the train line that goes around all the terminals at San Francisco. Well, I've never been on that train, believe it or not. But as we've always flown into San Francisco at the time we're driving. Bim, bam, boom. Let's see. Did you ever hear of an airplane that has a whole bunch of backwards-facing seats? Some seats are faced forward, and this is in first class or business class. I've never heard of a plane that seats people so they're facing backwards. Now, you and I have probably ridden the Long Island Railroad or the subway riding backwards. We didn't much care, but I've never heard of an airline. So somehow they changed our seats, and now we're flying backwards. But our travel agent is trying to get it fixed because there's some empty seats on the plane. So we'll see. I'm kind of unsettled to be flying backwards, facing the back of the plane while the plane is going forward. At any rate, that's about the only thing going on here. We're all packed up and just having a quiet evening and get to bed early and get up, have a light breakfast, and I'll come and get us. K6AAI.
Comment November Lima Whiskey.
Yes?
James KI50EB says C5 Galaxy backwards is safer.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. I heard that a while back that some reason, in case there's something bad going down, it's better to be backwards. And dare do I say, Al, they're coming to take you away? Ha ha.
Yeah, they probably are. But we'll hopefully it'll be a nice ride and we won't get caught over the bridge. But like I say, we have plenty of time. We don't have to get to the hotel any special time. And
Our flight is at 12:30 on Saturday, but Charlie said I better get to the airport. She said go at noon and have breakfast in the United Polaris Lounge instead of at the hotel. Mainly because the hotel is not giving us a free breakfast, but the United Lounge will. So because we're flying business class on All Nippon Airways (ASA), by some polls considered the third best airline in the world for service, followed by Qatar and Singapore, both of which I've never been on. And so I think All Nippon Airways. That makes me wonder: is there an airline called Part Nippon Airways? I have no. Some Nippon Airways. You know, at least it's stuff open to speculation. Kilo 6 Alpha Alpha India here.
I always used to think about airplanes when you're flying, you don't even have that sense of, at least I didn't, that sense of movement. Sort of like, you're just sitting in this box and it's standing still, but yet you're traveling at 500-600 miles an hour. If there's no turbulence, and everything is just steady, and you really don't even have that sense of movement. But so it doesn't really matter which way you face. But like James says, it's safer if you're facing backwards. What does that say? You can see where you've been or something like that. Anyway, all right. Well, have a good trip, and I think happy Passover to you as you cross over the date line and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be eager to hear from you in a couple of weeks when you come back and when you catch your breath and acclimate to the time zones again. So enjoy your great vacation and relax. K6AI, good luck, Al, WB2ZEI.
Well, thank you. I kind of paraphrase what I think was what do you call it? John Glenn said when he's sitting up on top of the thing waiting for his orbital flight, and he said, "I don't feel so comfortable sitting up here knowing that every part was supplied by the lowest bidder." So I always felt that about planes, but what are you going to do? One thing he would chuck you at you said, "Spam in a can." K6AI. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
All right, Al, best to Jane as well, and enjoy the trip and enjoy your time together as well. Take care. We'll look for you in a couple of weeks when you get back and let us know how your trip is. Anybody else for the net? We're still looking for that listing number 1 for this edition number 13.
Kilo Lobster 6 kilo.
All right, KO6DJK. Good evening. Welcome to the net.
Thanks. It's Brian in Eldorado Hills. There's nothing to sell, but always looking for something to buy.
All righty, good, Brian. Well, hope we can oblige you today. It doesn't look like it so far, but maybe something will pop up here. You never know. Pop-ups. We could use a couple around here. And how's things where you are? Any rain up in them there hills?
It's been kind of on and off all day. Wind has been on and off, but not too bad.
All right, very good. And let's see. I'm trying to think how far along the KO6s are. When was your license issued?
It was about 6 or 8 weeks ago. Not too long ago.
Okay, well, congratulations. Welcome to this crazy business of amateur radio. And good to have you aboard. Thank you for finding the net. And, welcome anytime. We're here every Thursday. If you didn't know that already, 8 o'clock, N6ICW. And you got a great signal into the repeater, full quieting.
So good to have you along. And my name is Armand, Armand. And again, my call WP2ZEI. So welcome.
Hey, Armand, your signal sounds very strong as well. I'm surprised actually I'm on a handy talkie, so sometimes I have a hard time getting out of my steel roof, but it's working well today. So thank you.
Yep, full quieting, not a problem. Maybe talk a little louder. That's about all. But keep it. Brian's keeping it mellow here on 195. The mellow sound of swap. Alrighty, Brian, take care. Stop by when you can, and well, stay tuned, and maybe something will pop up here. You never know. Take care. K06DJK WP2ZEI. Thanks.
And I'm just going to put my 2 cents in. Brian, congratulations from Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey. And if you ever miss a swap net and you wish to hear if there's something on it that you might have interest in, look up my call sign on YouTube and you can replay almost every week and see if you can get the contact information and get the item. Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey.
No, thanks.
Yeah, and sometimes those items hang around longer than you would think. So you never know. Don't give it up. Just keep probe, give a call, and see if something strikes your fancy. And yeah, Frank's gonna start his own video company or something with all the stuff he's doing. If I have a couple of weeks, I'll try to listen, watch some of those videos, Frank. What you been dropping? The videos. I know you did that one on Talk Pod Radio.
Oh, yes, I did that. And there was a video on a couple POTA activations, actually. One on New Year's and one from shortly after. And I have a few more POTA videos coming up pretty shortly here as well. And a couple more review videos to come out. But anyway, enough about me. But yeah, Brian, if you look up my call sign, KG6NLW, that's Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey. Just throw it in the YouTube search, and I have a whole playlist just for the NorCal SwapNet, so you can go back and listen to previous weeks if you miss it, or even watch it live if you're not near a radio. Anyway, let's see who else is out there, Armand.
All right, yeah, sounds like a quiet evening tonight. Anybody else for the net?
W6JYU. Well, I can go to Aki Hopper and go kind of mine or Shimasta.
Sierra Oscar Mike.
Yeah, okay, Jack. Thank you. That's probably for Al. And how you doing there, Charlie? Go ahead. W6SOM, WB2ZEI. Now we just need to get Charlie's item sold. His nice VX8DR, right, Charlie?
That is correct. Putting it out again this week, so you can copy and paste it over, same stuff. It is a quad band HT, 6 meters, 2 meters, 220, and 70 centimeters. And it comes with 3 batteries, the quick charger, the GPS unit, the hand mic, the GPS holder for the HT if you don't want to use the hand mic, a bunch of manuals, Nifty manual. I got the yellow speed manual. I can't remember the company that's from though. And there's a whole slew of accessories like the AA battery packs and a few other things on there that go with it. I have pictures for everything, and then you can contact me.
No, thank you.
601-8335 or at w6som@arrl.net. Back to you. Okay, and all we need is the price.
Price is $400, plus $20 if you need it shipped.
Okay, let me see. Yep. Okay, that's still the same. Okay, very good. Yeah. Well, Charlie's next in line. Somebody's got to grab that. Number one tonight. There you go, Brian. I think Brian's got an HT already, but maybe this is an upgrade. Number one tonight. Whiskey 6 Sierra Oscar Mike and family. All the little ones. Hope Petra and all the critters are doing okay, and the wife too, Charlie. That's Charlie in the Rosemont area of Sacramento, across the river and through the woods. He's got a Yaesu quad band HT, 4 bands. Sounds like a low band radio. It's a Victor X-Ray 8 Delta Romeo VX8DR, and it covers 6 meters, 2 meters, 1.25 meters, otherwise known as 220 megahertz, 70 centimeters, 440, 450, depending on how old you are. 440 is the new term. 450 was the old term. Anyway, it's a quad band HD, comes with a hand mic, GPS unit that goes with it, and 3 batteries, quick charger, and a multitude of other accessories like the AA battery holder, etc. It's got a whole bunch of manuals to go with it, and he'd like $400 for it if you come and pick it up. And of course, buyer always pays shipping, so an extra $20 on top of that to make UPS or USPS happy. It'll come right to your door, $420 shipped. And you can contact Charlie a couple of ways. Pictures are available, so you can see the HT. W6 Sierra Oscar Mike, W6SOM at ARRL.net, and he'll send you pictures if you like that. Or you can call him at 916-601-8335. Again, 916-601-8335. Thanks, Charlie.
I'll listen in, W6SOM.
All right, there you go. At least we got one listing tonight. Anybody else? Let's see. We want to remind everybody, for all those big DXers out there, or even if you're not, the DX convention, the International DX convention, is coming up in Visalia in about 2 weeks, I guess. Not this Saturday. The next Saturday will be April 6th. And the Saturday after that will be during the convention. So April 12th, 13th, and 14th at the Convention Center in Visalia. They'll have a whole abundance of presentations on given by folks who have done the expeditions to all corners of the world, remote and such. And I'm sure they'll have a great list of vendor exhibits as well, and a whole bunch of door prizes. I think they're talking about 24 nice door prizes, and so it's a well-attended convention at the Visalia Convention Center. More information at dxconvention.org or dxconvention.com, and that'll redirect you to the proper website. And of course, we can only dream out here on the West Coast, but the biggie is coming in May, and I'm guessing it's like May 17th, 18th, and 19th usually. The big one in Dayton now, 30,000 hams and God knows how many exhibitors and flea market and all that kind of stuff. So Dayton is always the yearly great happening that takes place in Ohio. So keep your eyes open for that one. And of course, hopefully at the end of May, near the end of May, the Carmichael Swap. And I'll have to keep reminding John about that one if he can get that all put together. So that's what's coming up.
Last year, Dayton Hamvention had 33,861 attendees, and hamvention.org. It's 7 weeks, 9 hours, and 13 minutes away, May 17th, 18th, and 19th.
There you go. If you want some great info, there you go. Frank's right on it, right down to the second. Yes, I don't know if you'll be able to find a place to stay because they're usually sold out. But that's a lot of people say that's a lifetime dream or the famous bucket list of things to do. So that's something to think about.
And I have a relay if Al, K6AAI, is still listening. Mitch, WU1Q, says, tell Al to have a great vacation.
I'm thinking he's listening, but he may not be near the microphone. But there you go. Good bon voyage, Al. And I'm sure he'll enjoy his time with his sweetheart, and a nice way to do it. So we'll look forward to hearing about Al's trip in a couple of weeks. Probably he'll come back just a little after the Visalia convention, I guess.
Arigato.
Yeah, did you hear Jack's JYU? Jack had a comment for you.
I did. I've been listening to the whole thing while I'm writing some emails to my travel agent. I'm trying to get my seat arranged to go forward and not backwards. And she's working on it. So, Amy, right? Don't use a travel agent. He's going overseas somewhere. Always, the travel agents are really worth their weight in gold, and you don't pay them. The hotels and the airlines pay them. K6AAI.
Yes, sir, that's correct. All right, very good. Thanks, Al. And thank you to Jack, too. And Mitch. There you go. Anybody else for the net tonight?
He was going to go shopping in the Akihabara.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with your signal, Jack. It's PL tone and audio is kind of distorted, but you going to go shopping where?
In the Akihabara.
Okay, the Akihabara, right? There you go, Al. There you go. There's a recommendation.
I don't know what it is, but it's going to cost me.
Yeah, what is that, Jack? Is that the radio place? Those radio places?
Akihabara is one of the districts in Tokyo, and that's where all the radio stores used to be, and the stores that sold rice cookers and televisions and stoves and all kinds of electrical stuff. So I've been there, and on a Sunday, a lot of families go there, and the men usually, and the boys have on suits, and the ladies have on kimonos, so it's quite interesting. And they're shopping for, appliances, and and they are also open on Sunday.
Yeah, Al's going to come home with a 150-inch television, but he's got to figure out how to get it on the airplane. All right, very good. Yeah, well, if he takes Jane over there, although I don't know if she's going to buy any appliances or anything, but you never know.
I may buy a camera if I see what I like.
Radio stores, you just buy little stuff, but I have bought a couple of ICOM IC 202s over there, and I guess that was the only really sort of large radios I bought, and it used to be stores that had just like nothing but knobs and that kind of thing. I don't know, I haven't been there so long, so I'm sure it's changed since I've been there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Change is always constant. Everything's always changing. As much as we want to keep it from doing that, it always does. All righty, Jack. Thank you for that. And yeah, we'll have to hear about Al's travails when he comes. His adventures, I should say, when he comes back. Anybody else for the net tonight? Edition number 13 in the NorCal Swamp. Anybody else with a listing?
This is Joe, Kilo November 6th, November Foxtrot Papa. How's everybody doing?
What do you know, Joe? KN0NFP, November Fox Papa, WB2ZEI. Armand in Sacramento with the NorCal Swap. Sounds like you're rolling along on the highway. Where are you bound for?
As usual, traveling between Walnut Creek back to Folsom from Dad's house. So caught you guys on the Thursday night net on the drive home here.
Okay, very good. All right. Well, there's a couple of good hams in Walnut Creek. Barry Kasich ZA from the 40-meter swap and other fame. But good to have you along. Where are you now?
I am just coming into Davis. Like I said, on my way to Folsom. I have another change of subject. I know this is like the swap net here, but I just had a quick question. I'm relatively new. Just had my tech license here for about 3 years now, and finally immersing myself back into the hobby. Was curious, are there any Elmers here that have the ability to triangulate signals? I've been on the Kilo 6 Papa Oscar uniform repeater in Concord here, and there's some strange individual that's spamming the airwaves, but I didn't know if there was any recourse with the FCC that they're somehow able to track this guy down and report him, or I don't know. I don't know if there was any experts out there that might know the answer to that.
Info, November Lima Whiskey.
I knew that he was going to chime in. I knew it. Yeah, well, K6POU, I don't know. It's kind of a lost cause, but Frank can fill you in. Go ahead, Frank.
Thank you, Armand. I'm not going to take it too far down the rabbit hole here. I will leave it as simple as this. If you want to send me an email, I am good on QRZ. Send me an email and I will give you all the information you want till your head starts to spin. My call sign, Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey, KG6NLW. My email's good on QRZ. Just shoot me an email and I can give you the lowdown and dirty on that.
I greatly appreciate it.
Not a problem. As Armand started to mention, it is a bit of a touchy subject, and we try to avoid a lot of on-air conversation about it for very obvious reasons. Anyway, so yeah, shoot me an email, and I will respond in due time and give you the lowdown and dirty on it. Armand, back to you.
Very popular and well-attended repeater, and it's come and gone. And but like you say, we don't want even though it's Easter, we don't want to go down that rabbit hole too far. But I think Frank can fill you in.
Armand, I doubled with you there a little bit. Yeah, just shoot me an email. As Armand said, we don't want to go down that rabbit hole, at least on air. I'm more than happy to take it to email and do it there. Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey. Back to you, Armand.
Yeah, one wonders what will happen to that frequency. Uh, you know, too bad something nice can't be there. But it was once. Maybe it'll be again. You never know. You know, miracles do happen. And so thank you for that. And you did give me a name, and I forgot again. That's number 2 tonight, and the third strike I'm out. I forgot your name already.
Joe, again, KN6NFP.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. I'm sorry. You're right. So there we go. Maybe I'm getting what the big the big the big man has. I hope not. I don't have his millions though, but anyway. All right, Joe. Yeah. So drop Frank a line when you get a chance, and he was a big user of 3.3, so he knows the history of what's going on there. Thank you for letting us keep you company in the back seat of your car there as you get through Dave's here full quiet and great signal into the repeater as well. KN6NFP WP2ZEI. Thanks, Joe.
And you have a DX contact checking in, Armand. The ever great and ever present on every single live stream, Andy Kelly, 2 Echo 0, Romeo Echo Echo says hello.
Okay, 2 Echo 0. Is that UK? I don't think so.
I do believe it is.
Yeah, I know they have of course they have the G calls and then the M calls and 2 Echo 0. That's a new one for me. I thought I've heard of that, but I wasn't sure.
Gosport, England, and I'm probably butchering that. So, Andy, I do apologize for that. But yes, he is checking in via the YouTubes.
Yeah, he's up very early, Andy. So time to have your scones and tea, and I guess head off to work because well, it's 0300 Zulu. That means yeah, that's way early in the morning. I wonder if maybe he's a milkman or something. He's got to wake up early.
Andy is awesome. He is in every live stream. You go to any ham YouTuber's live stream, and he guaranteed if he is not the first person in the live chat, he is definitely in there. He's an awesome dude. One of these days, I hope to talk to him on the HF bands on the FT710. Anyway, so there you go. You got your DX in for tonight, Armand. Let's see who else is out there. Thank you, Andy.
All right, Frank. You know what? That reminds me, and of course, that's incomplete information, but I did hear another ALS 500 come up for sale a couple of weeks ago. Did you abandon that, or are you still looking around for the ALS 500M?
For now, I have somewhat abandoned it. It's on the back burner for now.
Okay, don't hurt yourself. Alrighty, very good. And good morning to you there, Andy. And good to have you riding along with us. Well, not riding, but losing his wings up at really early in the morning. So there you go. And it's coming up on 0400. So my clock tells me. So let's see. We'll see who else is out there, and if not, we'll let Andy get to his tea and scones. Anybody else for the Northern California Swap, edition number 13 at 0400 Zulu, WB2ZEI to N6ICW.
Lima X-ray.
Okay, let me see if I can be quick enough. JLX, let's see. Oh, nope, can't find you. You probably checked in before because it sounds familiar, but never made a listing. JLX, go ahead.
WP2ZEIM, the group. This is November 6th, Julia Lima X-ray, Merle in Palermo.
Of course I remember. Now I remember you, Merle, of course. How can we forget Merle in Palermo? He doesn't have an I call, just an N6. How you doing, Merle?
You're doing very well. Did a few little chores on the outside today until Mother Nature came on and told me, hey, take a little bit of a break, and that was good. Overall, things are good here in the big city of Palermo. Not one Italian restaurant in the whole joint, but a nice little Mexican place that's been around for eons. But anyway, with that, life is good. Roof over the head, food on the table, clothes on my back, and so on and so forth. Just wanted to say hello and blow the dust bunnies out of the radio because I haven't been on this one here in some time. So back to you, WP2ZEIM, the group. This is November 6th, Julia Lima X-ray.
All right, Merle, you sounded good through the 9-4 machine. And, well, I was going to say something while you were talking. I forgot what it was, though. Forgot. My wife keeps telling me, yeah, that F word, that forgot word. And, oh, yeah, so did it rain on you today?
It did for a little bit. I just went and stuck my head outside now, and it looks like all is dry, but it did here. Of course, had some projects that was going on, and I thought, well, maybe Mother Nature's trying to tell me not right now, but we got a little bit of stuff out of the way anyway.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, that's supposed to warm up next week, at least around here anyway. But how far up north are you? Because I don't remember exactly where Palermo is. Is it up near Reading?
No, we're about 25 minutes south of 25 minutes south north of Marysville. That's north of Marysville. 6 miles south of Orrville, and about 35 minutes away southeast of Chico.
Oh, okay. Okay. Very good. Alrighty. I was placing you much further north than I thought. Okay. Well, you're not too far away. Marysville, 45 minutes north. Alrighty. So, our weather is not that much different. But, maybe you get a little more rain than we do here in Sacramento. Sometimes, we get everybody on the weather says how it's raining and hailing and all that stuff, and we go outside and the sun's shining. So, but we had a couple of good thunder crashes. I think what was it, last week sometime, Saturday? I don't remember which day it was, but a couple of good thunderclaps, and you don't hear them too much around here. But good to hear everything's doing okay, Merle. All right, so thanks for checking in and saying howdy, and all the best to you, and happy Easter, happy Passover, and we'll look forward to talking to you next time when you get a chance. N6JLX, WP2ZEI, thanks, and Let's see. Anybody else for the net? Otherwise, we'll wind it down little by little. Anybody else?
Kilo Mike 6 Zulu Romeo Oscar.
All right. There's Mr. Rick is here. How are you doing, Rick?
Real good, Oscar. Thank you for asking. Oscar. I mean, Armand, I'm sorry. Everything's fine on this end up here in Rockland. Of course, a little bit of rain and wind off and on, but otherwise everything's fine.
Yeah, I know why you said Oscar. That's the last letter of your call, so that's okay. Yeah, sometimes it happens. And were you up at Loomis, Rick? Did you make it?
Unfortunately, no. I had to help a relative move out of an assisted care place, but I'm hoping that I can get in there at oh gosh, I've just forgotten the name. It's the next one that's coming up is in some place that starts with a C.
Yeah, if we get it together, Carmichael.
Carmichael, that's right.
Yeah. So we got to keep reminding John. He's a one-man band. He puts that all together by himself, with maybe a little bit of help, but at the Elks Lodge. So yeah, we'll see. That's coming up probably the end of May. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. And of course, there's that, and there's Dayton and Carmichael, and then Minden, Nevada, N7RCA, the Radio Ranch, Brad's Radio Ranch on June 1st. And then, yikes, looking way far ahead of Lincoln, and then Pacificon, and wow, there's another year gone. So, yep, that's that. This is the yearly cycle.
Yes, it is. A couple of weeks ago, you had a linear amp, a Yaesu one. Did that sell? I don't remember hearing it about whether it sold last week or not.
Oh, yeah. I remember. I think you see that FL 2000 Fox. I think, is that the one you're thinking of? I can look that up for you if you want.
Yes, sir. That was the one.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get you that info on that. I think Al listed that for another ham. Hang on.
It was Al who listed it. He listed it, I think, for John.
Let's see, Frank. All right, so let's see. K6AAI, Al and Fair Oaks listed for Kilo Mike 4, Kilo Oscar, KM4KO. That's Frank. You missed it. It's Jim and Folsom. Oh well, we'll excuse that one. Anyway, okay, that's Jim and Folsom. It's an FL 2100 Fox. It's wired for 110 volts. On CW, puts out 800 watts. On AM, 600 watts. And on single sideband, a boastful 1.2 kW. And you can drive it with anything from 30 to 100 watts. It works well. It's 13.5 inches wide by 11.5 inches deep and 6.0 inches tall. And he'd like $325 for that. He'll deliver it in Sacramento. And the weight of that one is 42 pounds. And it's KM4KO. And here is the telephone number, Rick. Are you ready?
Ready to write.
Okay, this is 916-932-3353. Again, 916-932-3353.
916-932-3350. Got it. Thank you, Armand.
3353. 123 on the end.
My bad. I'm sorry. Okay, I've got it now.
Okay, just want to make sure you get it right, because, if you call and some lady answers the phone, she won't know what the heck you're talking about.
Just as long as she doesn't make me blush.
Yeah, right? Okay, 916-932-3353.
Okay, thank you, Armand. I do have that now, and I also have his call, the KM4K0, that's Jim.
Yep, KM4 Kilo Oscar in Folsom, so not too far away.
All right, thank you, sir.
Alrighty, good luck with that. Alrighty, anybody else for the net? Otherwise, I will read Charlie's listing, and we'll put it back in the box until next Thursday. Anybody else to join us?
Well, I at least got the J part of the name right. I have that much credit.
What was that about credit? Oh man, my memory's going today. What did you say, Frank?
I said at least I got the J in the name right. Got to give me credit for that much at least.
Okay, we'll give you a score of 800. And, 86. Go ahead. This is embarrassing. I should remember these names. I guess I didn't take my Prevagen today.
Senior moment, Kevin.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like when you tell me, it's like, oh my God, you're right. How you doing, Kevin?
Good, sir. How are you doing?
I don't know. I can't remember who or what I am anymore. Maybe I'll turn into a kitty or something. I don't remember what I am.
I must have broke Armand.
The crickets will be cricketing before you get your memory back. Hey, I just had a quick question. I don't know if you consider it ham-related or not, but I've been using for the last 2 years. I got 4 brand new, well, they're 2-year-old now, but they're in my stereo cabinet. Duracell 6-volt golf cart batteries that I use to run all my ham equipment with. Would that be considerable to sell or not?
Yeah, that's like POTA stuff. Why not? Let me get this down here. Okay, number 2. You know the format. Go ahead, Kevin.
Well, this is Kilo Tango 6, Kilo Papa Alpha, Kevin in Roseville. I have 4 2-year-old Duracell 6-volt lead acid golf cart batteries that I bought strictly for ham radio use. They've been in my stereo cabinet. And I'm going to be moving, and I won't be able to take them with me, so I'm going to have to do something with them.
Yep, okay. Did you say Energizer? I didn't, I need to write that down.
Duracell.
Yeah, okay, Duracell, yeah. Speaking of bunny rabbits. Okay. That's the Energizer bunny, not the Duracell bunny. Oh, boy. All right. And 4 6-volt, let's see. Did I write 6-volt, 2-year-old, lead acid? Yep. Let me put down 6V. Okay. 6-volt batteries. Okay. What else? And do you have a price on them, or want to sell them as a package, or what?
Yeah, I'll sell all 4 for $150, and they come with the jumpers that I had made. I won't be needing those either. And you're thinking Energizer bunny because it's Easter.
You're right. You're right. Do you happen to know the amp hour rating of those batteries?
Do, but not offhand. I got to get down and look at them all. And I'm not able to do that right at the moment. But yeah, they're pretty rated. They're high rated.
Okay, well, if somebody needs the amp hour rating, you can give it to them, but high rated. Okay, and give me your phone number.
Yeah, I'll give you my phone number, and if they call it, I can give them the rating then. It's 916-474-9001.
Okay, you said you're moving. Are you moving away or someplace else locally? I'm going to Lincoln. I'll still be on the air, but I won't be able to take the batteries with me. I have them in a stereo cabinet in the front room, and I won't be able to do that. I'm just going to have to use the HT from now on.
Question/info.
Go ahead, Frank.
Kevin, are those the Golf Charlie 2 batteries, the GC2 batteries? If so, they're 20 amp hour rate.
No, I don't know offhand. Probably. Gosh, I can't get to them right now.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, Kevin. As long as you know, when somebody calls, if they're interested, you know, you can give it to them then.
Roger, Roger.
Okay, well, good luck on your move, and my goodness, hopefully, well, you'll be able to make it in from Lincoln with an HT, I'm sure. So that'll be okay. Alrighty, let me read this. That's a nice POTA thing or field day. You know, all those in parallel. That I mean, you know, 12 volts, and that'll be a nice battery pack. I don't know how heavy they are, but you know, just put them on a cart, wheel it out there, and you have a lot of battery power. Number 2 tonight, Kilo Tango 6, Kilo Papa Alpha, Kevin in Roseville, offers 4 Duracell batteries. They're 6 volts each, and they have all jumpers. He's been running his ham equipment on them. They're about 2 years old. These are lead acid batteries, and that means they can be charged. They're originally used for golf carts, and if you wire them up, you get a lot of nice juice out of them. You'd like $150 for all 4, and they come with their jumpers, etc. And if you need more info or want to pick them up for your portable operation, 916-474-9001. Again, 916-474-9001. Frank, that sounds like something that'd be right up your alley.
Almost, Armand, almost, but I have a few batteries already that I'm taking care of anyway. And yeah, I think those are the 20 amp hours looking online.
Okay, well, Kevin will be able to provide you with definite info if anybody's interested. Give them a call. There you go. Alrighty, anybody else? One last call. Anybody else for the NorCal Swap for this pre-Easter Fuzzy Bunny edition? And baseball edition, too, of the Northern California Swap.
Whiskey 6 OGX here.
Alrighty, how you doing there, Ross? W6OGX, WB2ZEI. Good to hear you tonight.
Hey, thanks a lot. Yeah, I was just busy on the HF trying to get in touch with this guy in Moscow that's blaring in here. So anyways, just figured I'd stop in and say hello and see how things are going.
Well, it's a sad day in Oakland tonight. Yeah, that's, I guess 20 meters is staying open a little longer. There was some, what was it, last night I was listening a tiny little bit. There's maybe some DX on there. So Oakland are trailing the Guardians 7-0. So it's a sad day in Oakland. So, but you know, it's only the beginning of the season. Right, Ross?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Well, thanks for doing the net, and take care and have a good evening. 7-3.
Alrighty, good luck. See if you can bag that Moscow station. That'd be a nice catch. Alrighty, anybody else before I read the 2 listings? Anybody else?
N6ICW.
Okay, I think KM6UTK. Let's see if I can find you. Oh, okay, that didn't work. KM6UTK, go ahead.
Hi, yeah, this is Kilo November 6 Uniform Delta Kilo Bill. Armand, good to hear you. I haven't been on for a while, but I just wanted to say hi and put me in the log.
Yeah, I was going to try to see if I could find you real fast so I wouldn't look, a little lacking. But there you go, Bill. How you doing? It's been a while. Hope everything is good by you. If I remember, you were the one that was looking for that Elecraft stuff, right?
Yes, sir, and you helped me out a lot. I finally found one through the Elecraft email chat, and that was a great suggestion. I really appreciate it, and I found what I needed, and I've been using it, and it's been a great radio.
Oh yeah, they're good radio. That Elecraft line, made in Watsonville. Okay, yeah, and glad to hear you, and happy Easter, Passover to you too, Bill. Any plans for the weekend?
Yeah, going to be getting together with family. It should be a nice weekend. Happy Passover and Easter to you too. Thank you so much for sticking in there and doing the net. And this is a great service to everyone within RF range and beyond.
Yeah, well, Frank's a good master of the beyond. He's like Rod Serling. He takes care of the beyond. KG6NLW. Alrighty, Bill. Best to you and the family, and yeah, that sounds nice. Get together on the holiday and spend some time with family and loved ones. And they say the weather's supposed to shape up for Sunday, and then get nice and warm up a little bit. We've been running with a cool spring this year, not normal. Well, you never know what normal is anymore, but good luck to you, and may the Easter Bunny bring you a nice Easter basket.
Thank you, Armand. You too, and hope you have a beautiful weekend, and enjoy the good weather next week. Looks like we've got some good weather coming in. Thanks again. Good night. N6UDK.
All right, Bill, take care. KM6UDK. Thanks for stopping by. WP2ZEI. Anybody else want to get in here before we read the list of two?
You might want to clarify, am I good at the internets or am I good at math? Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey.
You're just good at the beyond, the beyond.
Okay, I just want to make sure everyone heard that correctly. Apparently, I was getting questioned if I was actually good at math. Hi. All right, Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey. Let's hear that list, Armand.
Well, only you could answer that. I don't know if you're good at math. You're good at research, so maybe you're good at math too.
For the sake of all that's good, I will plead the fifth on that one.
Yeah, 2x minus 2y times 4z squared equals what? Okay, yeah, algebra. Yeah, geometry. Calculus. Swap. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Okay, last call. Anybody else to join us before I read the list? I don't hear nothing but not even crickets, so I will read the list. Maybe frogs or bunny fur. Alrighty, number one tonight is W6SOM, Whiskey 6 Sierra Oscar, Mexico. It's Charlie in the Rosemont section of Sacramento. He's got a Yaesu quad band HT for sale. It's the Victor X-Ray 8 Delta Romeo. covering 6 meters, 2 meters, 220, and 440 megahertz. The HT comes, of course, along with a hand mic, the GPS unit that goes with that quad band radio, 3 batteries plus a quick charger, and a multitude of other accessories as well, including a AA battery holder, all kinds of accessories, a nifty manual, and he'll supply pictures on request. You'd like $400 if you rendezvous with Charlie and pick it up, or $20 more and he'll ship it to you. There's a lot of stuff there, all the batteries and charger and the HD and all that. Got to make USPS, UPS happy. So $420 shipped, or $400 if you pick it up. You can communicate with Charlie via email at W6 Sierra Oscar Mike at ARRL.net, or you can call him on the phone at 916-601-8335. Again, 916-601-8335. And if I know Charlie, he didn't say so, but maybe tomorrow might be a better day. He's got critters at home, so they're probably trying to get some sleep. They don't stay up late like these adults do. Give a call tomorrow or send him an email that will arrive quietly. Again, W6SOM at ARRL.net, or telephone 601-8335. At number 2 tonight, Kilo Tango 6 Kilo Papa Alpha. Our friend Kevin in Roseville has 4 Duracell batteries. They are 2 years old. They're lead acid batteries, 6 volts, wired up for amateur radio use. He's moving and can't take them with him, so they come with all their jumpers. They're all wired together, and he would like $150 for all four. And you can get more details. You can give Kevin a ring on the phone. He'll fill you in as far as configuration and the amp hour rating. 916-474-9001. Again, 916-474-9001. And those are the listings that we collected, believe it or not, in the last hour and 15-20 minutes, along with some nice visits from some good folks and a lot of chit-chat. And so, there you go. That's how we do it. Anybody have any other comments or anything else for the net before we close edition number 13? And it's just about 9:30. My goodness, how time does fly. So thank you to all who checked in. Thank you to Frank, KG6NLW, our research and video production arm of the Northern California SWAP. And we'll wish everybody out there in Cyberland, depending on where you are, a good evening, good morning, and have a great day. Enjoy the holidays coming up, whether they be Easter or Passover. And we'll see everybody in the month of April. That'll be April 4th, just the day before the N6ICW lunch. That happens at Brookfield here in Sacramento on Friday the 5th. So we'll have a chance to remind you about that again next Thursday and other things that might pop up. Everybody have a great week and enjoy the upcoming weather. And we'll see everybody next week. N6ICW and others, WB2ZEI, clear and closing the Northern California swap at 0430 UTC. Good night, all. WB2ZEI.
Fantastic net as usual, Armand. And from the cyber community, thank you for doing all what you do. 73 from DX and everyone else on the social media side of things. Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey.
Great. Thanks, Frank, for your efforts and here every week. Enjoy, and I hope you have the weekend off. You won't be having to chase.
And with that, everyone, let me switch back over here. I want to say to all of you out there in Cyberland, I will see you all next week, same time, same place, about 0300 UTC, which is 2000 Pacific and 2200 Central. So, with that, 73, ham on, and be safe out there.